City Wrestling.
Oh yeah! Hello everybody and welcome to a special edition of Grind City Wrestling because this weekend is the biggest party of the summer. It's SummerSlam and I am Dustin Starr. Be sure to follow us at Grind City Media. Take that subscribe button to Slap City wherever you're watching, especially here on YouTube. Also check out the archives. We have the biggest interviews with wrestling's biggest stars for 285 consecutive episodes. Check it out, grindcitymedia.com/podcast. Last week, we gave our Mount Rushmore of Jericho. You can send us your list at Grind City Media. Take part in the conversation. This week, as I said, it's SummerSlam weekend, plus Memphis Wrestling is live, and we'll talk all about it. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, it is L time. Introducing my only tag team partner here today. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Devin Walker, baby! What up?
I'm glad one of us showed up to the pod today. The other one of us has to do some refereeing at an Octagon event, so he's doing his thing. But look, he sent us his predictions for SummerSlam. Like you said, the biggest party of the summer. I'm excited for SummerSlam this week, man. Like SummerSlam is probably one of those big four, right? It's part of the big four, big five. One of those shows where
Big three,
where the casuals kind of tap in. We got what? SummerSlam, Mania, Rumble. What else?
Is Survivor
Money in the Bank is usually fun.
Is Survivor Series still one of the big?
Survivor Series,
Or is it Money in the Bank?
I don't think so. I don't think it is.
What's taking over the top?
I think Money in the Bank is taking. Money in the Bank is definitely taking the spot. I think Money in the Bank is one of those like shows that every year I feel like I have to watch because it's always entertaining as hell.
Be sure to follow Devin on social media at Devin_Walker. Now let me get this right because I just got a text this morning saying, hey, watch ESPN tonight. So Eric McMahon has skipped out on the podcast simply because he's out of town.
Yeah, he's on business.
In all seriousness, it looks like E-Rock is going to be reffing in a UFC Octagon.
Yeah, man, he's doing his thing, man. Shout out E-Rock, man. First man in the cage, as they would say,
Pretty cool. Well, we have a loaded up lineup here, of course, because it is SummerSlam weekend. Also, Memphis Wrestling is live this weekend. But before we get into it, is there anything new that's going on?
I think we're about 2 months away from everything getting cranked up basketball-wise. We're 30 days away from the football season starting, so we're enjoying these last couple of weeks of relaxation before everything starts to ramp up a little bit around here. Of course, every week there's wrestling going on, so we're talking about that every single week, bro.
Absolutely. So coming up on today's show, we will discuss the best wrestling that we watched all week. It is SummerSlam weekend, so that's going to be awesome. But first, TNA Knockouts World Champion Jordynne Grace is coming to Memphis Wrestling this weekend, and she's not coming alone. Her husband, Jonathan Gresham, is coming with her. Check this out.
Sunday, August 4th, TNA Wrestling Knockouts World Champion Jordynne Grace returns to Memphis Wrestling, plus TNA star Jonathan Gresham. Reserve your seat right now at memphiswrestling.tv.
Welcome back to Grind City Wrestling. All right, Devin, so Jordynne Grace is coming this weekend, and I don't know if you remember this or not, but a couple of years ago when she started to make her rise to the top, you came on this very podcast and started shouting her names from the rooftop.
Yeah, I was kind of the first one on the Jordynne Grace train. I feel like I started the Jordynne Grace hype train a little bit. I've hopped off since then. I won't say why. She's gotten a substantial amount of my money for other reasons. We're not going to talk about that. But yeah, I won't say why, but we popped off the train a little bit. But yeah, shout out Jordynne Grace, shout out Jonathan Gresham. So glad they're coming. Yay. Go.
Will you pull up to see Jordynne Grace live?
I'm not going to be there. I'm good on that. I'm good. I've come to this point. We got to have a discussion about this before we get to SummerSlam. I've come to the point where I love seeing the show live, but I also like to have something to look forward to on Saturdays. You know what I'm saying?
Like watching the episode?
My Saturdays are usually consistent of watching the episode at some point during the day. Like I have appointments on Saturdays, and Memphis Wrestling is usually part of my Saturdays. So
I love it.
Yeah, I love you, Jordynne Grace. Send you my best well wishes, and I'll spend you another $5 maybe soon. But till then, all love.
Appreciate that. This Sunday, Jordan Grace, Jonathan Gresham, it will be packed out. If it doesn't sell every single seat in the house, I'll be absolutely shocked. Fresh off Royal Rumble, fresh off NXT, the TNA Knockouts World Champion. It's going to be awesome. She'll be there. And then coming up on August the 25th, the Sandman is coming, presented by Ghost River Brewing. And I cannot wait to see Sandman slam some Ghost River.
I might be there for that one.
Got a loaded lineup coming up. Check it out, memphiswrestling.tv. But now it's the best wrestling that we watched all week. A lot of really, really good wrestling happened this week, especially as we're leading into SummerSlam weekend. Surely WWE was the best wrestling you watched all week, Devin, right? You're up first.
For sure. It was the best wrestling for sure, by a mile. I mean, I think, because wasn't the AEW show? Well, actually, you know what? I take that back. It's because we recorded, Wednesday last week?
Well, we had Battle of the Belts last week. I thought that was really good. Dynamite this week.
Blood and Guts, we didn't get to really talk about.
Yeah, Blood and Guts was in Nashville. I had some friends there.
So I'm gonna go with the best wrestling of the week I watched all week is Blood and Guts, because we didn't really get to talk about on the show.
That's cool.
But because of this week, because of course we talked about that exposed chair shot. That's crazy to do in 2024. What's
Look,
his name?
when you get hit in the head with a really hard object like that, and you're not defending yourself, you're like a computer. You can get glitchy.
Bro, that thing sounded like a gunshot, bro.
Yeah, you start losing your train of thought and your wits. And this is coming from a guy that's probably had, far too many concussions, undiagnosed concussions, by the way. But when you're handcuffed to a steel cage, old school style, like Raven and Sandman back in the day, or was it Tommy Dreamer and, you know what I'm talking about, ECW, like, that stuff has gone away for a reason, and I know they're trying to be edgy, but man, at what expense?
I mean, it did its job. It went viral, bro. But like I said, So I played the clip for somebody who's not a wrestling fan, and they said there's no way that's real. And I said,
I'm glad you said that, because I'm wondering, people that tune into Blood and Guts, first time that they've ever been exposed to AEW or maybe even pro wrestling, and they look and they go, "Whoa, this is what it's about." I don't know if I like that.
I mean, I think that's the violence of it, like that's the part of it that makes wrestling. I mean, for me I'm just speaking as myself as a wrestling fan. When I was younger, 5-star, that's the kind of stuff that made me a fan of it. Not the crazy chair shots, but just like the extremeness of the things. Like I loved ECW as a kid because it was different, right? So I think
what I loved about ECW the most was the vibe. Like when we do, we've got some live events coming up at Ghost River on Main Street, right? It's going to be a very adult, it will be family friendly, but adult theme as far as being late at night, bell time, drinking, maybe smashing beer bottles, maybe some cussing. You know what I mean? You get a little bit of that edge, and you get the people standing around the ring and chanting and as Eric would say, engaging, So that's the feel that we want, is like an ECW bar show. So yeah, the vibe is, that's what it's about.
I hate to say it. I hate to say this word before we really get into the wrestling and the SummerSlam. I hate to say this word. There's this one trigger word that they all want this one word, 5-star, in the wrestling industry. They want to go viral. And that's I think in to do the edgy kind of things, those are the things that go viral. Those are the things that kind of get the conversation going. Oh crap! You see what happened on AEW that night? Oh, you see? Did you see that local wrestling show? That guy set himself on fire. Like shit like that, bro. That gets the conversation going. That gets you views. That gets you clicks. Because guess what they're gonna do? The next time you have a show, they're gonna be like, "Yo, remember that time that dude set himself on fire? We got to go back." So. I'm giving you a tip. Set somebody on fire, 5-star.
We come as close as we can.
Oh, man. Yeah, so it's the stuff like that, man. It gets the casuals going. Like there's the hardcores, but like sometimes you gotta do things to get the casuals engaged. And so that's, even if it's an exposed chair shot, even if Jungle Boy saying, not Jungle Boy, Darby saying I'll light his ass on fire if you don't give me a title shot. Because you know what? In that 2 minutes, I thought he was actually gonna light his ass on fire.
Man, I don't doubt anything that they do. I mean, they were pouring gasoline on the dude in the ring. It's just like the strangest thing. And I look at it as if my little boy is watching it, which he should not be up that late watching that, obviously. But yeah, that's kind of how I think, just because of the wrestling promoter in me. So the best wrestling you watched all week, was blood and guts.
But to segue to what we're going to talk about, the actual best wrestling of the week was this continued angle of Chad Gable and the Wyatt Six. I think this is the first time they've done like face reveals on Raw, and they took their mask off. And I just love the fact that every time Chad Gable's in the ring, when he hears that, when the arena goes dark, he freaks out, bro. He starts looking. He's looking, and you don't know where they're coming from, but they always show up. And I love to see that, what's his name? Dexter Lumis with the rebrand. He has long dreads now, the blonde dreads. I just love everything about the Wyatt Six. My next question for you, 5-star, is because of what you're doing, because you're a booker, you booking them the way you are. How do you segue all these backstage segments, these vignettes, these run-ins? How do you segue that to an actual match?
That's a very good point. I'm not really sure where they're going, what they're doing. I mean, at this point, everything is so surprising and shocking. So now you did the reveal. So the next thing has to be a match, right? And now Chad Gable has a group with him. So is this a 6-man tag? Is this a trios tag match? What is it? Are we saving this for SummerSlam to where we're building up to November? Because we're getting pretty close. I mean, they can always stretch it out to November, so that way we have our Survivor Series, multiple person tag team match. That could be a thing. But then also you've got the rumors of Roman coming back, Rock coming back, and all that. So will that happen at Survivor Series, or do they hold off till WrestleMania? There's a lot and the good thing is that we're talking about it like we don't know what's about to happen. And so many times I feel like we do somewhat know what direction they're going in or whatnot. Also, Bo Dallas. I think Bo Dallas could be a big time breakout star on this, man. He really could. He can really benefit the most from it.
He's been so good with this so far, man. I love every bit of what they're doing. But like I said, how do you translate that to actual matches? And because, at some point you got to wrestle, bro.
Yep. At some point you do. Yep. But if they never do wrestle a match, I'm sure they've gotten paid significantly for the merchandise and for all the things that they've done so far. So looking at it from a business point of view, it's probably been pretty good business so far. All right. The best wrestling that I watched all week, I'm going to be a homer just because there was so much going on. And I know that we're going to talk a lot about SummerSlam. But St. Jude hero, Coach Pillar on Saturday's show. Coach Pillar is not a wrestler. He is a guy with the Pontotoc Run Club. His wife was at St. Jude when she was a kid. He's been raising money for a long time. So he's one of our St. Jude heroes here at Memphis Wrestling that helps with our fundraiser coming up on August 10th. That's in Pontotoc, Mississippi. Benefits St. Jude, Tommy Dreamer versus Psycho Simon coming, big Pontotoc street fight, the whole 9 yards. Well, Reverend Ash Taylor and his Righteous Path, which is, by the way, a fake-ass preacher on our show, literally held Coach Pillar against the ring and beat him with a kendo stick and broke the stick over his back.
We talk about shock value. That's exactly what we need.
Did you see this?
Oh, yeah, I have a video. I had a video of it. I was there for that show.
Yes, you're right. I think you sent me the video. Let me tell you something. These kendo sticks, people think that these things are so fake and phony, and maybe you can bend them and whatever. These kendo sticks are legit. I mean, of course, there's some things you can do with loosening up the strings or gimmicking in some way or whatever. But no, man, look, these kendo sticks hurt like hell. And to break one over, you've seen Sandman swing how many kendo sticks throughout his years? How many have broken?
Oh, he's the king of kendo. I haven't seen a lot of broken kendo sticks from Sandman. He swings that like he's Barry Bonds.
We did not expect Reverend Ash Taylor to break that kendo stick over Coach Pillar's back. But after the first and second shot, he almost snapped it in half. I've actually got it here at the Wrestle Center. It is destroyed, and it was destroyed over the back of Coach Pillar. So that's all leading up to August the 10th, our big St. Jude fundraiser. But that shock value is like, hey, wait, did he just kendo stick? Like, he doesn't work for St. Jude. He's not a St. Jude representative, but he's our St. Jude representative for our fundraisers. And for him to take a beating the way that he did just for the show, I've got to give that my best wrestling of the week. And also, I look forward to talking to Coach Pillar coming up on the podcast next week, and we'll ask him about that.
Oh, we got a guest.
We've got a guest here on the podcast. You want to come up here and say hello? Yeah?
Like somebody broke that other one in there.
Oh, hey, do you want to tell him about that kendo stick in there?
No, yeah. No, you can tell them.
Somebody broke it?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody broke it. Broke
Yeah.
over his back.
He said, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, that was the best wrestling that I watched all week. Reverend Ash Taylor breaking a freaking kendo stick over the back of Coach Pillar. Also, we've mentioned that SummerSlam is coming up this weekend, this Sunday. You can watch absolutely free with us at Dave & Buster's. Check it out.
Our next free watch party at Dave & Buster's is WWE SummerSlam. Join us Saturday, August 3rd. It's free to watch. Plus, you'll get a free power card. That's Dave & Buster's in Memphis.
Welcome back to Grind City Wrestling. That's Saturday, SummerSlam. Get a free power card, play some free games, and watch free wrestling with the stars of Memphis Wrestling. All right, SummerSlam's coming up. We got to make our predictions. How do we want to do this? I've pulled up CBSSports.com, the official hard lineup or whatever, and I know that E-Rock sent in his predictions as well. We just want to start at the top.
From top to bottom. From top to bottom.
I'm going to go in the order that CBSSports.com has them listed. We've got CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, and they've thrown a wrench into this thing now where there's a special guest referee, and it's Seth freaking Rollins. CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, I've been very, very much interested in this feud. It just seems like CM Punk's that gnat that just won't go away, and he keeps messing with Drew McIntyre. What's your prediction?
I think Seth finds a way to help out McIntyre and finally get McIntyre his big win, because I feel like I feel bad for McIntyre, bro. It feels like every time he has a big moment, something happens, right? So like he wins the belt, COVID happens. He wins the championship belt again, he loses it in 5 seconds. Like every time McIntyre gets something, bro, it's always taken away from him. So I think this time, for the first time in a long time, Seth finds a way in his auntie outfit, which his referee outfits are insane, bro. I don't know what is going on.
I need to get some puffy sleeves like that, though.
Yeah,
I know that.
He looks insane, but I think for some way, somehow, McIntyre gets to win over Punk. He finally kind of buries him a little bit.
Seth Rollins is going to be the wrench that was thrown into the plan. Seth Rollins is going to be the reason that Drew McIntyre picks up this victory over CM Punk, and then we'll probably either see a triple threat or we'll see Seth freaking Rollins versus CM Punk. I agree with you. Drew McIntyre is going to pick up the victory somehow, some way.
Do you think this is the most anticipated match on the card that's not like not a title match?
I think so. Just because it's CM Punk and we haven't seen him actually wrestle that many matches just yet. I'm scrolling through here to see the prediction from looks like Punk is who Eric McMahon has. So
he loves Punk though, bro. Punk's is like his guy, so I'm not surprised he picked Punk.
I would not doubt Punk winning this match, though. It's very hard to beat Punk. I think that's why you insert Seth Rollins in there, so you can beat him, but then still kind of save face and keep him strong.
By the way, that little promo they did Monday, you could tell those three dudes hate each other.
There's definitely some professional,
like real life, like real. I don't like you, dude. I don't like you. They were cutting each other off. That was good TV. So yeah,
Punk has rubbed a lot of people the wrong way for a long time. Undisputed WWE Championship: Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa. I love how they built up Solo here, but I'm 100% Cody all the way.
So we're gonna go Cody all the way, but the reason why Cody wins is because Jimmy comes back. I know there was people talking about is this a show where Roman comes back? I know Roman's been making his little teases on TikTok and everywhere else.
Heavily rumored
Roman coming back. I would love personally for the music to hit because Solo's been saying I'm the real tribal chief. He put the little lay on every time he comes out to the ring.
If we're gonna get this thing, the Bloodline Blood Wars at Survivor Series right now is when Roman comes back to build his team, and then Solo already has his team. You'll have whoever's going to join Roman come, and then they have from SummerSlam to Survivor Series to build this. So I actually think that we might see Roman just so we can get that build up.
I think so. I think we'll see Jimmy and Paul Heyman come back on Saturday.
Okay, so something's gonna happen.
We haven't seen Heyman on TV since he got put through that table, and I think at that moment I was like, okay, they're setting it up for a comeback. So the comeback's gonna be at SummerSlam when Heyman comes back.
I agree. Something's going to happen there. World Heavyweight Championship match, Damian Priest versus Gunther. This one has been a long time in the making because of the King of the Ring. I know you don't like it. I still look at Damian Priest somewhat as a transitional champion. So does he transition the title this time? I kind of feel like that something's going to happen within the group, right? The Judgment Day. I think Finn Balor. Something's going to happen there, and I feel like Gunther is going to leave as the World Heavyweight Champion.
So I think the Zesty Taker, his era, his reign as a champion has ended. I've been tired of him from the first day he won the belt, to be honest with you, 5-star. I don't think he was built to be a champion.
Well, but they did make a star. They did make a star. He had a big run with Bad Bunny. I mean, he earned that. They're trying to make a new star here. Just like when Jericho won the world title the first time, it was almost like, I don't know.
The thing is, he's like if I ask John Rose in the studio right now, you know who Damian Priest is?
Yeah.
Okay, he knows.
Zesty Undertaker.
Is it because he wrestled
He knows
Bad
him as
Bunny?
the Zesty Taker.
Does he know him because he wrestled Bad Bunny or just the Zesty Taker?
This is the Zesty Taker
I didn't
thing.
know he wrestled Bad Bunny.
See, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Wow. Okay.
I'm telling you, like the way they try to put him over, it's like he really hasn't resonated that well. I think in his group, as coming like if you were to rank the people in the group, Dom is number one. Is like the most over, right?
Yeah, but the way that it's supposed to, yeah.
I'm saying like as like actual like fan reaction when they come out of the curtain.
Right.
Dom's number one, Finn maybe number two, and the champion is third.
They're trying to make him.
But I think this is the beginning of the
So who wins? I'm saying Gunther's going to win this.
I think Gunther wins because Finn does something, or Dom does something, or Liv. Because if you notice on Monday Night Raw, when Liv burnt everything, she did not cross out Finn's face.
There is something there, and I'm trying to look at.
Cross out Finn's face. So Finn's gonna help Gunther win the championship.
And Eric McMahon also says Gunther is going to be the new champion. I don't know that I'm 100% sold on Gunther being the champion, but if you've got Damian Priest the champion, then I think Gunther can absolutely be the champion. All right, so the next match is WWE Women's Championship, Bayley versus Nia Jax. I don't know if it's just me personally because I do watch SmackDown, but I haven't seen a whole lot with this storyline with Bayley and Nia Jax. I feel like Bayley should just win because she just picked up the title. But then with the Rock and power, does Nia Jax finally win the championship? I mean, what's going on here? But I'm going to pick Bayley.
Yeah, I think this is weird. So she's been doing the Queen of the Ring thing with Tiffany Stratton. So she's kind of like been strapping herself to her. So I think Tiffany Stratton finds a way. I've said 3 interruptions in a row. I hope we don't have 3 run-ins in a row on a pay-per-view. But I think Tiffany Stratton's going to be out on the outside, but Bayley still finds a way to win the match. And it sets up Bayley versus Tiffany Stratton with Nia Jax on Tiffany's side.
Women's World Championship, Liv Morgan defending against Rhea Ripley. This is the story. All right, the match is going to be cool, but the story is going to be even bigger. And I'll tell you right now that Eric McMahon said that Liv Morgan is going to win this match. And you know what? I think something happens. I think something happens here, and I think Liv retains the title, and we continue the chase.
I think the same because this is what I'm going to stand on 5-star. I don't think Rhea Ripley, her star is so bright right now. She don't need the strap to be a star.
Liv does need it though. Liv needs it right now.
Liv needs the strap to be a star. Rhea Ripley does not need the strap to be a superstar.
Even if Liv takes Rhea Ripley's boyfriend,
yes,
right? She still has to have that championship belt. She has to have that title in this feud right now. I think that Liv's going to keep it, and we're going to continue this, and I think we're going to get something real nasty from.
I think because like I said, we're leading to that rated R era. We're leading towards that Netflix era. So I think, like you said, something's going to happen. Dom's going to find a way to get himself involved, and he's going. Okay. Look, we're going to fantasy book this, right?
Oh boy,
Dom in the ring. And Rhea's gonna say, pick one. Pick which one of us. Pick us right now. Who do you want to be with? And Dom's gonna be like, something's gonna happen. We're gonna have like a roll up. 1, 2, 3. Liv runs out with the championship.
The match is gonna stop. I think something's gonna happen, and the match will stop. And then there's gonna be story time. It's gonna be Dom, Liv, and Rhea, and everybody's going to have their eyes on Dom. What is he going to do? And whichever direction he goes, I think is where the championship is going to go as well. Also, I don't know because Liv has been flirting pretty good with Finn Balor. So that's going to be a good one to see. All right, the next one is the WWE.
Before we move on, shout out Liv Morgan in them jean shorts.
You see Jesse the Body Ventura tweet about it?
He tweeted about it?
Jesse the Body Ventura said that's why he's back with WWE.
I respect that, bro. I will be back for that reason too, bro.
And he had a pretty solid screenshot with it, was all I'm saying.
Oh boy.
The United States Championship on the line. Logan Paul is finally going to lose it to LA Knight. Yeah, that's my prediction. LA Knight, new United States champion. Long time in the making.
Yeah, I think he finally gets his moment, bro. I think he's been, like you say, he's been chasing for so long. He's been chasing this moment for so long. Logan Paul got the championship match, of course, because of the Saudi stuff. They wanted to have Logan Paul on the biggest platform, so of course he gets the title shot with Cody. So now he's back down to earth. Yeah, bro, Logan's a superstar. Like, he can do whatever he wants to do. I think that LA Knight finally gets over. He finally gets a belt. He finally gets his moment. LA Knight, is your new champion.
Intercontinental Championship match. CBS Sports says Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker versus Dragunov. Is Dragunov in this match?
I don't know, dude. I don't think so.
I don't think he is either, but that's what it says here. But I'm going to say right here, right now, I know Eric McMahon, he says that Sami's going to win it. This is 1,000,000% Braun Breaker. I don't know if you saw Goldberg's recent interview on Chris Van Vliet. He puts over Braun Breaker big time. Scott Steiner is talking about how great Braun Breaker is right now. Everybody is very high on Braun Breaker right now. Braun Breaker should have won the Intercontinental Championship during his last match with Sami Zayn, and this time it'll be a dominant performance. Braun Breaker is going to be the new Intercontinental Champion, and there's nothing else to be said about that, brother.
I'll say this, bro. I feel bad again for Sami. This is another person I feel bad for because just imagine a year ago, bro, or a year and a half ago, he was part of the biggest storyline in wrestling. And now every chance WWE gets, they're trying to keep the relevance of Sami Zayn, right? Putting the strap on him, doing this, doing that. I think he's losing the juice.
Well, I mean, look, brother. It's like saying that WWE is down after WrestleMania. They're not down after WrestleMania. They skyrocket so high because of The Rock and Roman and WrestleMania that when they come back down to earth, they come back above average where they were. So I think Sami Zayn was on such a freaking high, main eventing WrestleMania for the tag titles and being in the hottest storyline for over a year. He just has to come back down to earth a little bit. Now they put the Intercontinental title on him. So if you look at it from a professional standpoint, he went from being a tag team champion to now being the number 2, arguably, singles champion in the entire company. But I do agree there's some steam that's being lost there, and I think that's where Braun Breaker comes in. Braun Breaker is going to be the new Intercontinental champion.
I think Sami goes right back to where he belongs, the mid card.
I've become a Sami Zayn fan just because he goes with the punches, but I agree with you there. Did we miss anything? That's all CBSSports.com has for the SummerSlam card. I think we've given our predictions, and I cannot wait to watch.
So Gable's not on the card at all?
I didn't see Gable on the. I didn't see Gable on.
We have to have a Gable spot at some point on the show, right? Like a backstage interview. Sure.
Yeah, or an in-ring promo just so the Wyatt Six can get a spot at SummerSlam. I think that'll probably be something cool. And then always card subject to change. You know, you've got matches that happen before the show. You have matches that happen during the show, and
like Bianca and them aren't on the card. Like, it's interesting.
Well, I mean, you got your computer there. I'm just saying, this was July 30th, 2024 is when they announced the card here on CBSSports.com. So that's what I got.
Yeah, that's
anyway,
crazy.
While we look at that, Memphis Wrestling is live this weekend. We are going to be absolutely loaded for the entire month of August. If you don't believe me, check this out.
Don't miss Memphis Wrestling Live. This Saturday, August 3rd, is our next free watch party at Dave & Buster's. Watch WWE SummerSlam with us. It's free. This Sunday, August 4th, TNA Wrestling Knockouts World Champion Jordan Grace returns to Memphis Wrestling. Plus, former Ring of Honor World Champion Jonathan Gresham. Reserve your seat and save $5 with the code TNA at checkout. Thursday, August 8th, Memphis Wrestling is coming to Benton County Fair in Camden, Tennessee. Bell time is 7 p.m. Saturday, August 10th, Memphis Wrestling is raising money for St. Jude. Join us in Pontotoc, Mississippi, featuring Tommy Dreamer versus Psycho Simon in the first ever Pontotoc Street Fight. Friday, August 16th, Memphis Wrestling tag teams with the Clarksburg volleyball team for a huge fundraiser. Saturday, August 24th is the Tatertown Throwdown, Part 2 in Gleason, Tennessee. Sunday, August 25th, the Sandman is coming to Memphis Wrestling. All tickets are on sale now. Get yours right now at memphiswrestling.tv.
Welcome back. Get those tickets, memphiswrestling.tv. Jordan Grace is coming this Sunday, and I can't wait. D, what you got going on this weekend?
I'm playing a celebrity game this weekend. Sneak Fest. Sneak Fest in Superior Shop. I'm playing in a celebrity game on Saturday at the Sneak Fest event at the Memphis Sports and Event Center. Pull up. I'm not playing that much. I told them I'll give you a good 5 minutes. I'm just there for the vibes. NLE Chopper's playing in it. Kia Sean's playing in it. Some other people are playing in it. I'll be there. Turn up. Also, we have Desmond Bain doing a backpack event this weekend. I'll be there for that. So, we got a packed weekend. And I might come to wrestling on Sunday. I might make an appearance.
Better let me know. Shoot me a text. I'll save you a seat, or you can just hang out with the Memphis Maniacs on the side of the wall over there with Buddy Jones and such. Anyway, that's all the time we have. It's SummerSlam weekend. Join us this Saturday. Watch at Dave and Buster's, absolutely free. Plus, I'll hook you up with a free power card. And then this Sunday, Jonathan Gresham and Jordan Grace are live in Memphis Wrestling. And I'm telling you right now, you better reserve that seat so that way you can make sure you have a seat. That's all the time we have. SummerSlam's coming up. Got our predictions. I'm going to be 100 with my predictions, Devin.
199 plus 1?
I think
75.
I think we got this one pretty good.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I wouldn't mind being wrong just because, for the swerve.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. Well, I am Dustin Starr. He's Devin Walker, baby, saying, so long, everybody. You want to come say goodbye? Come say goodbye.
Yeah, I'm going to do the swerve. Can we get to do the swerve on
Do
the
that. Can you do this dance?
Swerve when I drive. Oh, he's not feeling it. He's not feeling the swerve dance. He's not feeling it.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go. Yeah. Turn up.